see if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He's going to run it inside the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Going for 6. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Knights! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense. Seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Newton. He's got him. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The snap sets up the throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking for a man. It's Newton. Fires to the right. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Kansas.
Eleventh play of this opening drive coming up, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jayhawks. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Rayner. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Brings it down on the right side. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Knights in the hurry up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that's an interesting call going play action on third and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. And you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Newton. The short hands, it's Brown. Got room at the 35. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Jayhawks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rough third and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Using his feet to buy time. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know,
grabs it up to 25 in stride. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That keeps the score. UCF 12, Kansas 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quick completion on the out. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Newton. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Kansas.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick release on the RPO. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's caught. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Newton. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Tight end finds a soft spot. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It's so important to start the second half with a lot of momentum. You call a nice shot play early, the quarterback styled in, finds the open target, throws a strike. Nice way to build some confidence early here in the second half.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chop.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch.
He's got it inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this.
Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Makes the grab. It's Bell. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, UCF. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
UCF 26, Kansas 24.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple solid drive, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Knights. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth.
That makes the score UCF 33.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it up.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Newton. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Mark Jayhawk. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense defense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The defense putting points on the board.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. Now remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Now adjusting. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UCF! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Something to keep in mind offensively here at this point of the game when you're down in the fourth quarter. Running east-west is not going to win you the game. You've got to get north after you catch the ball and get what you can get. Field position right now is critical.
Third down play from the gun. He wants a big play here late. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Jayhawks are in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Smashes it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm